Good morning, ma'am. This is Sirisha Chelva, MSc Nursing first year student. Today I am going to tell about coordination and organization of guidance and counseling services in my nursing education subject. Then coming to introduction, trouble is an integral part of living, but care is what makes it worth living. D.H. Lawrence. The guidance is an act of showing someone how to do something. Counseling involves talking with a person in such a way that helps that person to solve a problem or helps create that conditioning that will cause the person to understand and to improve his behavior, character, values, and life circumstances. The importance of guidance and counseling. Due to explosion of knowledge, industrialization, and changes in socio-economic setup, the need for professional guidance is felt in the present day society. The guidance definition. According to Jones, guidance is the process of helping young persons learn to adjust to self, to others, and to circumstances. According to J.M. Brewer, guidance is process through which an individual is able to solve their problem and pursue a path suited to their abilities and aspirations. According to Arthur J. Jones, guidance is the help given by one person to another in making choices and adjustments and solving problems. When coming to counseling definition, according to Michael Reddy, counseling is a set of techniques, skills, and attitudes to help people manage their own problems using their own resources. Then coming to Ruth Strand, counseling is a face-to-face relationship in which growth takes place in the counselor as well as the counselee. According to Webster's dictionary, the counseling means consultation, mutual interchange of opinion, deliberating together. What are the guidance services? The services of guidance are need assessment, determining the size of the group and time venue for group activities, selection of members and role specifications, orientation of members, monitoring of activities, and evaluation of outcomes. These are the guidance services. One by one we see. First, need assessment. The need assessment must be done to find out the common problems of individuals in the group by questionnaire, checklist, and interview. Next, determine the size of group and time venue for group activities. Determining upon the group activity, the size of the group should be fixed. The size should be approachable and manageable. The venue should be selected taking into account the group selected for activity. Next, selection of members and role specifications. The participant selection for group guidance activity is also very important. The students, for example, should be communicated about their roles in group activities. Next, orientation of members. The group goals should be clarified. It should be stated in clear, objective, and measurable terms. Next, monitoring of activities and evaluation of outcomes. If we want to conduct the activities purposefully, it should be properly monitored taking into account the goals. Feedback about activity needs to be collected from participants. Some of the common group guidance activities are class talk, career talk, displays, and exhibitions. Then coming to counseling services, it is three types: centralized counseling services, decentralization of counseling services, and combination of centralized and decentralized counseling services. First, coming to centralized counseling services. Here the entire responsibilities of the guidance and counseling services is vested upon a group of trained personnel of the Department of Guidance and Counseling Services. All must be well trained people. Next, decentralization of counseling services. Here the responsibility is totally vested upon only teachers. Decentralized. Next, mixed, centralized and decentralized counseling services. In this mixed form, guidance and counseling services are provided by teachers and experts collectively. This is centralized and this is decentralized. Both can be take part in this centralized and decentralized counseling services. These three are the counseling services. Next, basic components of counseling services. Organizational setup, counseling center, counseling committee, tools for counseling services, and requirement of counseling services. First, the organizational setup. Organizational setup is nothing but at universities or for constituent colleges and for affiliated colleges. In universities means deans are assisted by head of departments of psychology and education, the guidance committee, and counseling officer. Here in constituent colleges, a counseling officer assisted by the guidance committee in cooperation with the deputy chief and academic advisor can plan according to their needs and the number of students. Less than 1000 students need a liaison officer, while greater than 1000 students needs a assistant counseling officer. For affiliated college, a counseling officer assisted by the guidance committee and a vocational guidance officer are needed for less than 1000 students, while a liaison officer only can manage the counseling service for less than 1000 students. This is about organizational setup. Counseling center. All universities and large colleges should have a counseling center headed by a trained professional, that is a counseling officer with PhD or a master's degree in psychology and counseling with considerable experience. It performs following functions: selection, registration and orientation of students, educational and vocational counseling, personal adjustment counseling, physical psychological services, remedial services, residence and food services, activities program. Next, counseling committee. Here, the guidance committee serves the following purposes. It establishes and maintains policies related to guidance and counseling services. It articulates the program between the institution and the community. It acts in a planning capacity to ensure that the various functions of guidance are properly coordinated. It helps to clarify particular roles and offers support when these roles are challenged. It serves as a source of ideas and recommendations to be submitted to appropriate bodies. Next, members of counseling committee: administrator, principal or dean, counseling or liaison officer, deputy chief of counseling section, counseling personnel or counselor, vocational guidance officer, teacher, faculty from different department specialties, hostel warden, librarian, student representatives, parents. These are all about counseling sections. Next, coming to tools for counseling services. There are two types of tools: non-testing tools and psychological testing tools. Then coming to non-testing tools. First one is interview. In interview, it is an interaction between the counselor and counselee with a definite objective in mind. Next, observation. It is a careful watching or monitoring of the counselee by the counselor with a specific objective in mind. Next, anecdotal record. It's nothing but it consists of recording an important incident that happened and is a carefully recorded snapshot of the incident, actually what happened in that situation. This is anecdotal record. Cumulative record. It is a method of recording and providing meaningful, significant and comprehensive information about an individual or over a year, throughout the year. Checklist. Is used to identify the presence or absence of specific attributes or skills of a particular expected behavior in students. Next, rating scale. It is better tools to assess the degree or extent of the performance of a particular task or the possession of a trait. Next tool is sociometry. It is used to measure sociability or the social distance between the students or members of a group. Last one, autobiography and diary. It may also provide useful information about students. These are the tools of counseling services under which non-testing tools. Next, coming to psychological tests tools. Personality test. The Rorschach and the Minnesota. These two are the tests used for personality test. Aptitude test. Example: specialized aptitude test and general aptitude test. Achievement test. Cooperative test, college board series, English reading test. Study habit inventory test. Example: the Brown-Hulsman survey of study habit. Next, last, interest inventory test. Example: Blank and Kuder preference inventory. These are all the psychological test tools. Next, what are the requirements for the counseling services? Specific requirements for the organization of counseling services. They are: presence of physical facilities, that is rooms, furniture and other equipment needed for the guidance and counseling department. Provide of private officer as well as general counseling rooms. Trained counselor and guidance personnel. Planned programs to meet objectives. Consultation services. Evaluation instruments like psychological tests, inventories, etc. Student data bank. Educational and vocational information services. Programs for integrating community services with guidance services. Educational programs for teachers, counselors and other personnel to provide knowledge of current trends in guidance, budgetary provisions. Ingredients of the guidance and counseling, admission service, placement service, orientation service, remedial service, student information service, follow-up service, counseling service, research service, the information service and the evaluation service. These are all the services of guidance and counseling. Then coming to one by one, admission service, admitting the right candidate for the right course, selecting these candidates most likely. The next one is orientation service. Here it's a welcome service as it is concerned with the welcoming freshers to the world of nursing. Next, student information service, assist the student to obtain a realistic picture of his her abilities, interests, personality characteristics, achievements, level of aspiration and state of health. Next, information service, information provided usually related to education, occupational and personal social. Next service is counseling service, understand what he can do and what he should do, handle his difficulties in a rational way or make his own decision. Next service is placement service, help students to be in proper scholastic track, to realize their career expectations, organize campus selection interviews, provide information regarding current trends. Next service is remedial service. It is mainly oriented towards helping students to improve their study habits, improvement their adjustment in the clinical area or reducing stress. Next, follow-up service. It is that review or systematic evaluation which is carried out to find out whether the guidance services in particular and educational program in general satisfies the needs of the students. Next service is research service. It is intended to examine both the personnel in the college guidance program and techniques of guidance used by them so as to discover their strong and weak points and ultimately strengthen the whole program. Last service is evaluation service. It determines the effectiveness and efficiency of the guidance program. Less number of dropouts, harmonious relationship between teachers and students, good result, well-placed passed out students, sense of security. Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity.